Hey friends, we are here at Universal for the February Orlando Informer Meetup, and we are extra excited about tonight's event. So they have some new things going on, like for the first time ever, Mardi Gras food is going to be included in the unlimited food and drinks. They also have some food at check-in for the very first time. They're gonna have a dessert station between the parks after the event gets started. This one is gonna be a fun one. We did want to say that we are working with Orlando Informer, which means that they invited us out to this event so we could show you guys our experience here tonight. So thank you to Orlando Informer. These are some of our favorite nights of the year. Let's go get checked in. Previous events, when you would check in, you would get like a $15 food and beverage gift card for each person in your party to hold you over until the unlimited food started later in the night. But the problem with that is that the lines for food would get crazy because daytime guests are still in the parks, plus all the meetup guests, and it was kind of a hassle. So what they're doing at this event is here in this soundstage, we have apps and bevies to enjoy like during the check-in hours. So check-in is 3 to 8. So during that entire check-in process, after you get checked in, you can come to this soundstage and fill your tummy up until the food starts later on.
I always show up super hungry to these things because I just don't eat the entire day, because that's what you should do. Come over here and just eat so much food that you go home sick, and ride roller coasters. You can get sick on a roller coaster too. Actually, don't get sick. Please don't get sick. What'd you get? I'm sitting here walking with you. I don't even realize that you have a drink. It's
tropical punch, and it is delicious. Like, I'm not usually a big like fruit drink person. Wonderful.
I'm having a great time. I love this new system. So they've kind of got like 2 areas where you can get hot dogs. They have 2 stands, and then they have an area where you can top those hot dogs. So there's like chili, cheese, onions, all the good stuff for hot dogs. But then they also have team members walking around with like little trays of things like this pretzel, or then we got like a mac and cheese, like a bacon mac and cheese that was really good. That spring roll that had the little like the fried rice and spring roll, I'll crush those. I will crush that spring roll. You show me where I can get that spring roll in the park, and I'm going to get it every single time. Matter of fact, it might be back there at the San Francisco booth. That might be exactly where that spring roll's from.
Someone just walked behind me and was like, oh my gosh, this is the best day of my life, carrying a bunch of food. I don't disagree. I didn't think the apps and bevies could get any better. Then Churro made an appearance. Like, Churro's adorable. We always get excited when we see him. Love to say hi. Oh, perfect. All right, I feel like an idiot. So like I met Churro or whatever. I went to like hug him because, you know, I love it. Churro gives great hugs. And like I felt something on my hand and I looked down. I just had cheese from the pretzel like all over my hand. So I didn't want to get like cheese in his fur. So I didn't hug him, but
feathers.
I don't even know how that happened.
Feathers.
Sorry, feathers. My bad. So we decided to start in studios, and we walked in right as the Mardi Gras parade was ending, and it's like absolute chaos. And it's crazy to think like how many people are right there, like right when the parade is going on, versus like how few people are gonna be here like an hour from now once the event has actually started. But this video is going to be the entire weekend. So the event runs Friday and Saturday night, and we're gonna show you guys all of it because there's so many new things this year, and we just wanna make sure we have time to cover everything and show you all the best of this event because, you know, we gotta do this whole like recording thing. Slows us down a little bit.
Unfortunately, as the parks closed, the rain started. So good for the daytime guest, bad for us right now. And it's like that stupid rain. You know what I'm talking about, like that little like annoying rain where it's not raining so hard that you're gonna get soaked, but it's raining way too hard to not have an umbrella, and it's super windy. So like I'm undercover and I'm still getting wet. But what I wanted to tell you about was typically like when the parks close for these meetups, there's like an hour gap that we were talking about before the food starts. So the parks close at 7 at night. Generally, that's I'm telling you the win. Generally, like the food wouldn't start till 8. But there are 4 restaurants, 2 here in studios, 2 over in Islands, that the food is starting at 7 at night. So we can go ahead and go eat some more because that's what we like to do. And I was about to ask what we were going to go eat, but one of the restaurants is Richter's, and so I know we're going to go get some Richter's fries.
exactly how I wanted to start my night out, like fries and ice cream. Almost at fries and ice cream. It's close enough. You get it. This is great. Like music, and come over here and dance. I think the rain is maybe letting up. Like the good news is it's not supposed to rain all night. Like I think it's only supposed to stick around for like an hour or two. So fingers crossed that the Weather Channel is right for once.
When we were standing in the checkout line, somebody said that the apple pie at Richter's was better than the one at the Three Broomsticks, which is a hefty statement. So I had to get that. Like, I'm an apple pie guy, but I am gonna let my like impulses kind of kick in. It's happening. Wrong. It's good. It's fine. It's not as good as. It's not even in the same ballpark as the Three Broomsticks. However, what's this called? Hard mode, Allo mode, hard mode. This is easy mode, actually, right? Like, put some ice cream on something. Easy mode makes it instantly better. I can get down with that.
At this point, we're just eating to avoid rain and avoiding rain to eat. So it's officially after 8 o'clock, which means all of the food options are open, including some of the Mardi Gras items. So these dumplings are from the China booth, and we have had them before. And I'm trying to remember, we had something that like the sauce with it was absolute fire, and I'm pretty sure it's the sauce
not the good fire.
Not good fire, but like burns your mouth off fire. And I'm pretty sure it's this. And subsequently, we don't have anything to drink right now. So, you know, I'm just taking a risk here, but what's the worst that could happen? That was a mistake. These dumplings are so good. But oh gosh. I want more of it though. Like that's not gonna stop me. Like I'm going right back in, but forewarning, at the China booth, fire sauce.
I think the funniest part is I knew exactly where the fire water was from, and it was from here. Fire sauce, whatever. It is there's just not a lot of like. There's some flavor, but that flavor is hot. Well, and does that get you in the back of the throat? It's good. It's good. I just love that you're sitting over there like dying. You're like, oh, they're so good. Like it's not generally.
I don't have the heat tolerance.
I just think it's funny that you were like talking about how good they were as you're crying. Like I saw tears coming out of your eyes.
My face is sweating. Like it's like 65 degrees outside right now, and I should not be sweating. But like just because of the fire of the delicious fire, my face is sweating. Like a hot butter beer to cool down a spicy mouth. That sounds gross, but like it's quite effective. Tyler got a fishy green ale, and like the number of people that we have told to try a fishy green ale and then they get it and they're like, that is the worst thing ever. Like, why did you tell us to try it? We love it. But literally right after like I grabbed our drinks while Tyler was getting some footage, I saw somebody throw away like a full fishy green ale. So I guess, you know, they picked one up because you just grab whatever, and they didn't like it either. So, you know, we love it, but try at your own risk.
Listen, I know at this point it could seem like, oh, the only thing to do is food. No, there's like no waits for the rides either. We just really like food. So we're going to go ride Men in Black. We haven't ridden Men in Black together in a while. Was it like the challenge?
It honestly may. I think we've done it once after the challenge because we rode it together and you showed me all the tricks that you learned on like the other side.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that before the challenge.
But so that was like only once.
But yeah, so we're going to go up here. I would say we can ride it like 4 or 5 times. And if I'm going to put up the backpack, because the backpack doesn't fit in the small lockers, we might as well ride it 4 or 5 times.
Actually, we think it'd be fun to like time how quickly we can ride it, but we're not just going to ride it once like we said. So we're going to ride it 3 times and see how quickly we can do that. So I'm going to start a timer. Ready? And go. We only rode it twice because I got angry because Tyler had a really good gun and he maxed out, and I had a really bad gun and I didn't max out. I like a lot. I got like 300 something K, and it upset me. So anyways, we rode it twice. It took 23 minutes. This was someone like stopped us to say hello between like the two rides, and they were running like the pre-show, which slows you down, where you like go into the room and like hear the speech, and then you go into the elevator and it like does the thing, and then you
reenact that for me. Make the elevator sounds.
Zoom, zoom, zoom. I don't know why I was like trying to do an octopus there. Anywho, yeah, so it took us like 23 minutes, but like, and we had to like put your big backpack in the locker and then get it out of the locker. So I feel like if you're just like lapping it yourself, you probably do it in about 15. But anywho, I didn't want to ride it a third time because I was angry.
Okay. I want some more Mardi Gras food. I want some beignets, and I know that you can get a beignet here tonight, right?
Yes, you can.
I didn't even know the Kung Fu Panda thing was here.
I had no idea either. I also we walked by and we saw the sign, they have the Pepitas Bravas, so that's happening. Like probably 4 plates of them, like a lot. I mean, maybe not. I
guarantee you don't get 4 plates.
I mean, are you?
It's not a bet. I'm just saying, like, everything doesn't have to be so competitive, but I promise you cannot eat 4 plates of Pepitas Bravas.
Hi, can I get 4 plates, please? Yeah, 4. I ate a dozen donuts for a challenge. Did you really think that I wasn't gonna go get 4 of these, of like one of my favorite foods Universal has ever had, and down these just for fun? Because the answer is always yes. I should probably talk about what these are. These are Pepitas Bravas. So they're at the Spain booth for Mardi Gras this year. They're just potatoes with aioli on them. Like they have paprika seasoning, I don't know what else, and then just some really delicious aioli. They're kind of like potatoes O'Brien, but they don't have any like onions or peppers cooked into them, and they're just covered in an aioli. Literally could never go wrong with this combination of food.
So I am eating beignets tonight, A, because it's powdered sugar and pastry. It's delicious. But B, this is in honor of my friends that I didn't get to see. So we were supposed to go to Mardi Gras. Well, not really Mardi Gras, just New Orleans, which is just Mardi Gras to me. Like growing up, I was like, that's Mardi Gras, even though it was just New Orleans. It wasn't until recently that I figured out that NOLA meant New Orleans, Louisiana. I don't know why I just admitted that on camera. However, we were supposed to fly out last week, and I got called in for jury duty, and I couldn't fly out. So this is for you, Cafe Du Monde. Boy, I want those beignets. They're so good. Every once in a while, you get the question, like, are these really good beignets? I don't know if I've ever had a bad beignet, right? Are these Cafe Du Monde beignets? No, they are absolutely not. But are they delicious? Yes, they are. I mean, it's, like I said, it's powdered sugar and pastry. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. It's like a ham sandwich. You know me. I love a good ham sandwich analogy. You've never had a bad ham sandwich. Just in case you're not convinced there's enough food, we're about to go try another new food offering for the event. So, like, there's a crossover between the two parks. It's wonderful. I've seen it open to daytime guests, like, a few times, but not very often. But it's like a really quick way to get between islands and studios, and then studios to islands. But in that same like studio or soundstage where they had the hors d'oeuvres and stuff earlier, the mac and cheese that we had, the little snacks, the apps and bevies, and I was so disappointed that I didn't come up with that faster. They're doing like a dessert bar over there, so I mean, you know, we gotta go check that out.
Well, this is wonderful. They just have like a giant table full of like cookies and brownies and blondies. Tyler got like an iced lemon bar. And then they also have like Rice Krispie treats, all kinds of little goodies. They also have coffee. Yes, I got decaf. Tyler didn't, which he is much more sensitive to caffeine than I am, and he did not get decaf, so I don't know.
Bouncing off the walls.
Yeah, I don't know that was a great idea for his sleep hygiene tonight, but that's okay. As you can tell, I've already tried the brownie, and it's very, very good. It's very good. It's very fudgy. Oh, no. I almost got 2 cookies because they have chocolate chunk and then double chocolate chip, and, like, I was curious, like, what the difference is, but I just went with 1 because I know I'm not going to eat all of this. But let's see. Oh, good cookie.
I do have one small complaint. Okay? Let me take a sip of my coffee before I speak about it. So, Orlando Informer, they have 2 mascots. They just sort of released one of them, like, I don't know if, like, how new it is, but, so they have Churro. We talked about Churro earlier. And then Brookie. Where are the Churros and Brookies? Like, I'm just saying, I don't have a lot of good ideas, but we should have probably had Churros and Brookies in here, right? I mean, I'll take cookies. It's fine. Cookies are fine. Churros and Brookies. Taylor, if you're watching this, you're probably not watching this, but if you are, Churros and Brookies. It was right there. It was right there.
I was also shocked that they didn't have Brookies, but for a totally different reason. And I don't really know why I know this. And I don't know if it's his favorite dessert in the parks, but one of Taylor's favorite desserts is the Brookie that they have here. They have it a couple different places. It's like round and like the bottom of it's brownie and the top of it's cookie. So I was shocked that they didn't have Brookies, just specifically because I know that Taylor likes them. So yeah, like, y'all need Brookies next time.
Hello friends, Anna's sitting here working on the thumbnail for this video, and I just finished editing, and I realized that we never mentioned the next meetup. So the next meetup is June 7th and 8th, and those tickets go on sale March 7th, and as you can tell, we love the events, so we'd love to see you there. So I guess bye, or back to the video. That one.
We have eaten so much food. Like tomorrow night, we want to hit up some rides. We've also spent pretty much all night in studios. So tomorrow we're going to head over to Islands, probably go to Circus McGurkus, and then ride some of our favorite stuff in that park. But the next time you see us, we'll be listening to the Bare Naked Ladies.
Hello city, hello city, hello city.
What? An awesome concert. Bare Naked Ladies is one of those bands that I would have never bought tickets to go see, even though I like them. Like, I make Anna listen to them all the time. But what a weird world we're living in, where like my favorite theme park and that happened at the same time. Whatever. But yesterday we said today we were going to focus on riding rides. So that's what we're going to go do. We're going to start with Hagrid's. That was brisk. It was, wasn't it?
It was freezing, like, I'm not kidding.
It is like the last, this has got to be like one of the last cold nights we're going to have. What's the temperature?
57
it's
and
57.
dropping.
And, the Dragonfire at 57 is cold. We rode it twice. They said it was going to be like a 45-minute wait. We waited less than that for 2 rides. It was like, we rode it like, I don't know, it was like 38, 39 minutes, something like that. But as soon as we got off, we looked at each other and were like, you know what we've got to get? A hot butterbeer to warm up. I think tonight we just want to ride some of the coasters.
Yes.
Even though it's going to be cold.
Yeah.
So we may be consuming a lot of hot butterbeer. There's some coffee over at the
Like
dessert.
the crossover?
Yeah. Just warm drinks tonight. You'll probably see us with a Diet Coke, but some warm drinks too.
We talk about this all the time, but one of the reasons that we want to prioritize coasters tonight is because they're so much better at night. Like, if you've never ridden the coasters in Islands of Adventure when it's dark outside, you owe it to yourself to do that. And the meetups are the perfect time because it can be really hard to like find time when the parks are open after it's dark outside, especially after like a month from now when the time changes.
Spring forward?
Yes, when it springs forward, it's even harder after that because then like, it gets dark later, like as far as time is concerned, but you get it. The only thing I'm not excited about is how cold I'm about to be on the Lost Coaster. Oh, Circus McGurkus is open. Like, it opened and we ate all the food. We can go get the pasta bowl after this.
To the other side of the lockers. So hold on to your ticket and look for key marker.
Let's go get some hot food.
Yes. What? It's a meetup. Free.
We have been talking about this pizza pasta and this caramel popcorn cupcake since we ate here on opening day. So we did like a video where we ate everything at this restaurant, and two of the standouts were this pizza, pasta, and that. And we've been trying to be better, so we didn't come back over here and eat. And so this has been like, last night when we spent all night in studios, we talked about Circus McGurkus like 3 or 4 times. Here we are.
So the way they have the food tonight is like buffet style, where like you walk up and they ask you like, oh, do you want this? And it's like, yes. But the roast beast is my favorite because they had like both like the shaved ribeye and the meatloaf, and so you could get both if you wanted, which is how it comes when you order it, or you can just pick one, which is great because I'm out on the meatloaf, so's Tyler, so I just got one that's just the shaved ribeye. Like, this is what it should be. This is the best thing ever.
Also, I do want to point out that Anna got her one, so I got me one. I'm going to eat my own.
Oh, that was so good. It feels like the night has flown by, and like on the video side, it probably seems like we haven't done all that much, but that's because like we can't show like on ride footage, and that's mostly what we've been doing. And we ran into a bunch of friends at Circus McGurkus, but there's one more big coaster that we got to get in, and that's Hulk. And so the coasters close before the event is over. We still have like over an hour of the event left, but the coasters have to close because of noise ordinances, because like they're loud, and we get it, so we got to hurry before it shuts down.
Womp womp. A couple of morals of today's video. 1, read your emails and your maps. It definitely says 12 and not 12:30, so that's our fault.
Whoopsies.
Yeah. And number 2, cupcakes will get you. Think about that real deep. Cupcakes will get you. At one point in your life, a cupcake will cause you great pain and suffering.
They were good though.
It was good, but pain and suffering. Beware of cupcakes. Once again, a big thank you to Orlando Informer. I know in the video sometimes it looks like we're just like, go, go, go. And we do like to do that. That's how we like to experience the parks. But it is a great time to spend with like family, friends. This is just like a one-of-a-kind event that you just can't have this experience in the parks any other way. And so there's like an hour left of the night, and we're going to go hang out with a friend because why not?
That's what we love to do.
That's what we love to do. But thanks for hanging out, guys. If you want to see what video, Anna?
The Circus McGurkus trying everything videos. You can see that right up here.
I love doing that to her. Sometimes she doesn't know what to do. But anyways, thanks for hanging out. See you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.